Hello and welcome back to Bill and Ben's Scrapyard. This week we're doing a vegetarian version of a Keighley Market favourite, which is baked potato with chilli and cheese. But we're going to do it with a slight difference because we're using a method known as cast iron cooking today, and all the utensils that we're using to cooking are actually cast iron. So before we go any further, I've got to get these warmed up, otherwise they won't work properly. Today we'll be using a few simple ingredients to do this. So we've got some celery, we've got a few onions, we've got a bulb of garlic, and I've got some, these are interesting, these are slightly different from what you normally get in the market. We've got some white kidney beans and some black turtle beans which have been soaked overnight, and as you can see the black turtle beans have actually made the kidney beans go purple. Actually they're not kidney beans, are they? They're butter beans. And whilst this pan's steaming away, I'll just show you the spices. We've got some cumin seed, we've got some coriander, we've got a big bag of black pepper, some of these small African chilies, and of course it wouldn't be a chilli without some plum tomatoes as well. So the next stage of the game is for me to get these spices prepared. So the pan's nice and hot, starting to smoke, and we're just going to pop some spices in there. So we'll put a handful of black pepper in there, a few chilies in there, go on, a few more, like it hot. We'll put some coriander seed in there, and we'll pop some cumin seed in there, and then all we want to do is just toast these spices till they get a little bit of colour on them. Oh, that smells great. Don't want to burn them too much. It just seems starting to jump. It just releases all the flavour. Right, take that off. Whatever you do, never pick a cast iron pan up with your bare hands. And then that goes into this baby. I'm now going to grind these spices up using my fossilised haggis, which, as you know, is a stone that I actually found on a beach somewhere on the Isle of Lewis. And that's your spice mix ready for use. So before we go any further, I'm going to get the baked potatoes on, because they do take quite a while. We're actually cooking them in this Dutch oven. Now normally you'd sit this on a bed of charcoal and throw some lighted coals on top of it as well, but I haven't got any charcoal, so we're having to make do with a little camping stove, and I'm hoping that that'll produce enough heat to give us some nice baked potatoes. I am cheating a little bit because I'm microwaving them for 20 minutes first before we put them in, so at least they will be cooked all the way through by the time we finish making the chilli. These are my wonky spuds, fresh out of the microwave, and I'm now going to put them in the Dutch oven. Oh, hot. See, I've put a trivet in there so they don't burn on the bottom. And then we'll put this lid back on, which weighs an absolute ton. And we'll see what they're like in half an hour. The next stage of the process is to prep the veg. So this is where I get my chopper out. Right, my other pan's starting to steam, so we'll take some of the veg, just put that down there. This is a celery and onion mix. I'm just going to put these into a dry pan to get a little bit of colour on them first of all. we're starting to get a nice bit of colour on this celery and onion mix. So now I'm going to add a little bit of oil. And the garlic. If you put the garlic in at the same time as the onions and the celery, it will taste bitter. It smells great. And now we add the spices. Oh, gosh, that gets you back the throat. Then we add the tomatoes. And now the beans. And turn the heat right down. So that's bubbling away quite nicely. I'm just going to add a bit of salt and some of this stuff, which is smoked paprika. Not only does it make it taste and smell nice, it gives it a nice colour as well. Right, let's check on these baked potatoes and see how they're doing. Oh yeah, they're doing lovely. Look at them. Don't get them as nice as that at market. I've just put a cupful of water in the pot to stop it burning, and a little bit of oil on the potatoes as well. It just helps give them a nice finish. So we'll leave them on for another 15-20 minutes and they'll be perfect. Right then, chili's done, spuds are done, time to plate it up. Just split that down the middle. Perfect. Look at that. Gorgeous. Spoonful of chilli. Just add a little bit of salad. Chili on corner there. Drizzle of olive oil. Squirt of lime juice. And for those who can't resist, a little bit of animal produce. Sprinkling of cheese. There you have it. My take on Keighley markets. Baked potato with cheese and beans.